Anyway, I got to take a break here. A couple of sound bites, and we move into the Republican presidential campaign. They'll come back to this. Phone calls. Just going to mix it up and keep it going today. Don't go away. Yeah, season 6 is it for Downton Abbey, and the finale aired. Well, they still have the annual Christmas special to go, but the episode 8, the finale, aired Sunday. I'm watching the UK version. Powerful, influential member of the media I have access. It's the greatest season yet. And it's an absolutely great finale. And I'm sorry to frustrate you because this won't air in the U.S. until probably 1st of March. It's 8 weeks, starts January 3rd. So, yeah, 1st of January, February, 1st of March. I'm sorry to do it to you, but it's worth waiting for. Audio soundbite time. There is a professor. She's being misidentified as a journalism professor. That is not who this woman is. This woman is a media. She's an assistant professor of mass media, which is not the journalism school. Mass communications is the degree that people who couldn't get into the journalism school get. Athletes, for example, often get this degree. Mass communications. Now, this woman is named Melissa Glick. Or is it Click? You know, I'm seeing it both ways in different stories. Glick or Click. Either way. I want to read to you her resume. I would like for you to hear, just because this woman is telling the media they are not welcome among the students as they protest on the Mizzou campus. You know why? Because the media is making them feel unsafe. The media is forcing its way in. The left is totally created this. This is what I mean. They've created this situation. They're running the show. You know, this whole state is run by Democrats. The university run by Democrats. The governor's Democrat. The senators are Democrats. Well, one of them is. How in the world can all of this hell happen when Democrats who love and feel and touch and have sensitivity and compassion and tolerance, how can this hellhole of a university exist as it does when the whole show's run by Democrats? Anyway, according to the University of Missouri website, Melissa Click specializes in, this is the woman, she's teaching your students at the University of Missouri. This is what you're paying $50,000 a year for. She specializes in audience studies, theories of gender and sexuality, and media literacy. Her research interests center on popular culture texts and audiences, particularly texts and audiences disdained in mainstream culture. You would think that she would be writing about conservatives, but no, she means African Americans and women. Those are the minorities often disdained in her corrupted, perverted world of the mainstream media. This woman actually believes the mainstream media is unfair to minorities, unfair to women, and that's why she's not permitting them in the midst of the protests. Her work in this area is guided by audience studies, theories of gender and sexuality, and media literacy. Current research products involve 50 Shades of Grey readers, the impact of social media in fans' relationships with Lady Gaga, masculinity and male fans, messages about class and food in reality TV programming, and messages about work in children's television programs. That's your mass media, mass communications studies teacher. And she was interviewed. We have a sound, but this is number 1A. She was on CNN this morning with Carol Costello. Her name is Elisa Click. And here's how that went.
Rush Limbaugh said colleges have become an endless parade of victims. Your response?
I would say that it's actually difficult to exaggerate the degree to which our campus is in crisis, has been in crisis for some time. Some of our activists are truly talking about being called the N-word on a daily basis. There have been trucks with Confederate flags cited by the campsite. Students continue to feel threatened and unsafe.
You still think I'm making this up? The campsite, have you seen this? The students attending this university are pitching tents. and living in tents because it's unsafe elsewhere. They're living amongst themselves where it is safe. Yeah, so there are trucks with a Confederate flag driving around, and people, you don't see them, you just hear the N-word. It's really a campus in crisis. Here's a media professor at Mizzou trying to incite the mob against the media. Same woman. Here you go.
Hi, media. Can I talk to you?
No, you need to get out. You need to get out.
No, I don't.
You need to get out.
I actually don't.
All right. Hey, who wants to help me get this reporter out of here?
Help me! Help me! Who wants to get this reporter out? Help me! You can't be here! He's a journalist. He's on your side, you dope. He's there to help spread your propaganda. Not even recognize their friends. Because that's what it is. You know, if I had kids, and I don't, I readily admit it, not that I know of, I wouldn't send them to college. They'd learn on the internet or at my knee. I wouldn't pay for this crap. I wouldn't pay anywhere near what it cost. Okay, here's why I was confused. It's worse than I thought. There are two of these women. Okay? Melissa Click and Elisa Glick. The mass media lady. Get out of here. You can't come in here. You journalists. Get it. That's Melissa Click, the gender studies professor, who's just as... That's Elisa Glick. It's a pure coincidence. Who would have thought? Two of them. Oh, my God.